Maureen is old enough to begin her training. I'm sure Glint would be pleased. The Exalted set up several challenges for her and I to conquer together. I taught the little dragon compassion, courage, and teamwork. Our final challenge put our bond to the test, and we overcame it. The creature we defeated never had a chance.
Maureen, what are you doing out here? That was odd. Must have been some sort of projection. I should return to Tarir. Something strange is going on.
Ah, Commander. Excellent timing. I was just about to send word.
Maureen has been calling for you.
Yes, I know. She's been appearing to me. Much like she is right now.
Maureen? What are you talking about?
And she's gone. Didn't you see her?
Interesting.
I saw nothing.
You must have made quite an impression on her. It's as if
She's chosen you to light her path.
For now,
Maureen is just an infant.
forming her first pictures of the world around her. But make no mistake,
She'll one day achieve
great power. As her guardians,
It's our duty
to set her down the right path.
I'm at Aureen's disposal. What's the plan?
A bond already exists between the two of you. Our goal is to nurture and strengthen that bond.
To that end, we've prepared a series of challenges meant to demonstrate virtues to the hatchling. In the chambers ahead,
You will help the needy
defend the weak.
and train Aureen for battle.
In the final chamber waits the truest test of your bond.
A foe that you can only defeat with Aureen's trust and help.
We've got our work cut out for us. Is Aureen ready for this?
She'll be fine.
Just be patient with her. Aureen's at a rambunctious age,
And she sees
everything as play.
Welcome back, Commander. Do you have a moment?
Kate, how are things going here?
Quiet for the most part. Between the Exalted and myself, Aureen has a lot of eyes watching over her. I wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you letting me stand guard over her. After all that's happened, I want you to trust me, like you did before.
Mordremoth turned all of our worlds upside down.
That's putting it lightly. Since the Firstborn awoke, our trust and faith in the Pale Mother has been absolute. Then we heard the call of our Creator, our true Creator. That Creator now lies vanquished. Where does that leave the Sylvari? What is our place in this new world we've created? No one can answer those questions for us. We must answer them with action. There is much to do.
It'll take time, but I'm sure you and your people will find a way forward.
Thank you, Commander. Don't let me keep you. I've got things well looked after here.
Rambunctious age indeed. Aureen, come on out. She's gotta be around here somewhere. There you are. Again. Well, all right. Found you! All right, Aureen. We've had our fun, but it's time to get to work, don't you think?
Commander, are you ready to demonstrate charity and benevolence to the Scion?
How about it, Aureen? Are we ready?
Then let us begin.
ain't the six. I haven't seen another soul in some time. These children are in desperate need, stranger.
What's going on?
These kids were orphaned in a vicious attack on their village. They lost everything. Their homes, their families. I'm taking them to an orphanage, but we've got a long road ahead of us, and we've just run out of food. There's good fishing in the shallows nearby, but I can't leave the children. I'm awful at fishing. Could you help us gather some food to get us through the rest of our journey?
What do you think, Aurene? Should we give them a hand? Go see what we've caught, Aurene. Aurene, you're not eating any of that fish, are you? Because we're supposed to be feeding starving children. Starving orphan children. We'll eat when we're done, okay? I'm going to assume that's dragon for understood.
This is quite a bounty you've brought us. We should have more than enough to last us through the rest of our journey. As a matter of fact, it's almost too much. Here, take some with you. For your companion. These children have been through a lot, but at least they won't be going hungry. Thanks so much for the help.
You hear that, Aurene? You did a lot of good here.
Here you will illustrate the virtues of mercy and honor for Glint's scion. Are you ready, Commander?
You heard her. Let's get started.
The trial begins now.
Who goes there? Are you friends or foe? State your intentions.
Calm down. We mean you no harm. What happened to you?
We were ambushed by dragon minions. It was absolute chaos. Our casualties mounted swiftly, so we fell back here. We're tending to the wounded as fast as we can, but the creatures are hot on our trail, and it won't be long before... Wait. Do you hear that? Oh no! More of them! We're defenseless! Please, stranger, help us drive them back!
That should be all of them. You and your people are safe now.
I can't believe we survived. We'd all but given up hope before you came along. You and your companion, Eileen. Thank you both.
We were happy to help. Good luck on the rest of your journey.
Greetings, Commander. This trial is meant to convey the virtues of courage and valor to the hatchling. Shall we begin?
Absolutely.
Prepare yourselves.
I think that's all of them. You fought bravely, Aurene. Well done.
Welcome to the last chamber, Commander. Here your bond with the hatchling will be put to a final test. You must work together with the hatchling to defeat the foe that awaits you. Are you prepared to face this challenge?
We've come too far to stop now. Let's do it.
Ready yourselves. The test begins now.
I I need you, Aurine. Your moment has arrived. Don't hold back now. I need you, Aurine. Give it all you've got. Your moment has arrived. Don't hold back now. That breath attack of yours was phenomenal. Outstanding work. I should speak with the Luminate. You rest now, Aurine. You've earned it.
Well done, Commander. We've given the hatchling the best possible start that we can. She still has much to learn about her place in the world. But thanks to you, she has a foundation of trust to build on.
Commander, do you read me? Sorry to interrupt, but I've got some urgent news. I've been examining that destroyer sample you retrieved, and I've come to a conclusion. I was right, as usual.
So it's true. The dragons are absorbing each other's influences and becoming more powerful in the process?
That's right, and there's more. I've been digging through old Radanovan research on Primordus for an exploitable weakness, and I found a solid lead. According to these findings, Primordus' domain of magic can be counteracted somehow, negating it altogether. As for the possible counteracting agent, I'm still investigating. New answers lead to new questions. What's your status?
I just finished spending some quality time with Aurine.
Glad to hear it, especially if it lessens the likelihood of an older, bigger Aurine going rogue and slaughtering us all.
I definitely wouldn't object to having a dragon fight with me rather than against me.
There's an appealing thought. I wonder if... Commander, that's it! We need a force that can counter Primordus. What if it's another dragon? An ice dragon, for instance? Remember what I was telling you about that chalk organ? How it could selectively filter certain types of magic? If we can discern magic types, we may be able to pit Jormag and Primordus against one another, destroying them both at once.
Are you suggesting we get Jormag and Primordus to fight one another? How?
Not the dragons themselves, their energies. As for how, I'm not quite sure just yet. Our first task is to test the theory.
Okay, let's say we pursue this course of action. What comes next?
We confirm the theory in the lab, utilizing small amounts of magic to see if they'll actually counteract one another. And we'll need an ice brood sample. One showing signs of influence from our dearly departed Mordramoth and Zaitan.
Then I'd better get to the Shiver Peaks. I'll find Bram while I'm there, and talk to him about joining Dragon's Watch.
I'm sure he'll want to hear all about our new plans for Jormag, too. I'll get to work on some means of pitting the energies against one another. Good luck in the Shiver Peaks, Commander.
The elders at Holbrack received me hospitably, and had good information about the sighting of a strange ice-brewed creature in the far north. They had also seen Brahm, and knew Rox had gone to join him with Graham. Apparently these two are headed in the same direction I am. There's a pass through the mountains between Frostgorge Sound and the Bitterfrost Frontier, but it's guarded by a Coden. I convinced her that my mission was important enough that I'd be allowed entrance, and she gave me a magical torch that brought down the icy barrier and let me through. Bitterfrost Frontier is one of the most naturally inhospitable places I've ever visited. It's inconceivable that anyone but Sonir choose to live here. I spoke with the Coden and Quaggan leaders at Sorrow's Eclipse, and they advised me to speak with the Quaggan shaman. The shaman warned me of the extreme cold at my destination, suggesting I speak with the Svanir, who had some magical means to survive it. I have a plan to find out how they do it.
Every day dozens try.
Greetings, Dragon Slayer. What brings you to Holbrook this fine day?
I'm seeking information on Jormag's minions, and also looking for Bram Erson. Have you heard any reports of ice brood that don't fit the expected description?
As a matter of fact, we have. We've heard word from the far north of a corrupted creature unlike any we've seen before.
But we don't advise traveling to the frozen wastes. Everyone who does either disappears or returns as Svanir. We've lost too many.
Lost because they went up there without shipping the tooth first.
What's the significance of the tooth? Our most legendary ancestor, Aesgeir Dragonrender, knocked out Jormag's fang and founded Holbreck around it. Once someone damages the fang, we'll know it's time to take back what Jormag stole. My comrade Taimi and I are working on a theory that could allow us to fell Jormag without sacrificing lives. Jormag had better watch out then. It's not certain yet, and I could use some help. Do you know where Bram is? And Rox, is she here? Rox left with Garm yesterday to catch up with Bram.
Bram has gone to the far north in search of a lost magical scroll he plans to use on Air's bow.
That sounds like a fitting way to honor his mother. There is no more dangerous area in the Shiver Peaks. I wish you good hunting. In the far north, just beyond civilization, there exists an expanse of tundra overrun by Svanir and Jormag's ice brood. It is believed that Jormag has taken up residence nearby, and that the Elder Dragon's influence corrupts all who go there. The only safe place is a Coden sanctuary, where the Quaggan and Coden residents stubbornly refuse to give up the fight. I seek passage to the north.
Then you are on the right path. But to follow it, you must take up Coda's flame.
What is it?
This is the very spirit of fire, as old as the world, given to my tribe by Coda the Creator for safekeeping. The fire brings balance to corruption. If that is your purpose, you must carry it to survive.
I think you should listen to that bear, Commander. I'm picking up some very high readings from that fire. Whoa! You've definitely just picked up some ancient magic.
Go now. Carry the fire into the north. My people will teach you its secrets.
I need to find someone who has seen or heard of this new abomination.
Nice shell.
Turn back now. Return from whence you came. There is no hospitality here.
Oh now, fool. Even Quaggan's small eyes can see that this traveler is not lost, but on a mission.
I was just trying to warn him.
Quaggan knows what you are trying to do. Save another life. Commendable. But this traveler needs help, not saving.
I offer my apology. Welcome to Sorrow's Eclipse. We are surrounded by corrupted creatures here. I was merely concerned for your welfare. I appreciate the concern. I am looking for strange ice brood. Have you heard of any that have changed recently? Do we dare mention it?
Quaggan is hesitant.
What is it? We have had reports from the bitter north of a new ice brood abomination. It defies explanation. Yes, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. How do I get to that place?
You don't. The entire area is too cold.
We've lost those who strayed too close to it. We don't know whether it was the cold or the ice brood. There must be a way to protect oneself from the cold, no?
Speak with Shaman Mimi. She has much advice to give. Maybe she will know what to do.
Thank you. I'm also looking for a Norn named Bram Erson. I heard he was headed this way.
Quaggan has not met him, but Quaggan and Coden will ask around. If you see any Quaggan or Coden herdmates, tell them to come home. please.
Ah, Quaggin is a shaman to Milogin. Quaggin knows you. Your legend has traveled far. Are you here to kill Jormag?
First, I need to find one of Jormag's minions. A powerful one that isn't like the others we know.
And you have heard that one exists in the coldest part of the Shiver Peaks. Yes, Quaggin sees that is true. Quaggin can help you, but only indirectly. You will die if you go up there without protection. In Quaggin's nightly spirit wanderings, Quaggin has seen Svanir who travel in the bitterest cold using magical protection.
That sounds like what I need. Where can I find it?
Your journey will be long. First, you must go to the big Svanir base and talk to them. They know.
Talk to the Svanir? Is that a joke?
The only way they will talk to you is if they think you are one of them. You are clever. Quaggin has faith in you.
I see. I think I know a way around that. May Milogin watch over you and keep you safe, Shaman.
The Svanir were a challenge, but nothing I couldn't handle. Once I acquired some of their armor, it was a small thing to fashion a disguise that would get me in. I played dumb, and they gave me what I needed, a recipe for a thaw elixir. I got out with my skin intact. I call that a success. Now off to find the ingredients.
We've used all the thaw elixir. Go and gather ingredients to make more. Ugh. Why do I have to do everything myself? Because I'm surrounded by idiots! You there, get out! We have no more elixir! Did you not hear what I said, you grunting mongrel? I can help. You speak? You have power around you. Potential. Help make elixir. Perhaps yes, perhaps no. You obviously don't have the intellect of a sorcerer. But perhaps you could be my assistant. Listen closely. First, go out and gather the ingredients on this list I give you. After that, you must find the hottest, purest water source. Heating water with fire will not do. It must come from Tyria's heart. That is where you will put it all together into the elixir. Bring it back here. Do not drink it. Do you understand? Do not drink it. Yes. Bring back.
My quest to collect the ingredients for the thaw elixir brought many adventures my way. I found the winterberries, griffin eggshells, and frostbitten suet. And I also managed to coax a firestone from the Grawl by honoring their goddess, Kuka, an old Norn statue that was reclaimed from the ice.
The griffins in this copse are protected. What is your business here?
Hey there. I'm looking for ingredients for some magic recipe. Maybe you'd know where they'd be?
What ingredients, may I ask?
Yes. Winter berries, cold-resistant eggshells, frostbitten suet, a firestone, and a hot spring. Have you seen these?
You could help find abandoned griffin eggs. They're under piles of snow. Quaggin would love you forever. The griffin mothers are being killed by the Svanir before they can sit upon the eggs and warm them.
We are warming them ourselves.
You sit on them?
Great glaciers, no. We put them in the incubator.
It incubates the eggs so it can hatch. Snow griffin eggs can survive in the cold for months, just waiting to be warmed up.
I'll see if I can find any unhatched eggs for you.
You! Who you? What you want?
Hello. I come in peace, seeking allies against the Svanir.
Any enemy of the Svanir is a friend of ours. It's okay, Huga. We can talk.
Talking, always talking.
Those who aren't already corrupted by Jormag must work together if any of us are to survive.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm looking for ingredients that will help in a fight against an ice brood.
What do you seek?
A firestone, and the whereabouts of hot springs.
A firestone? The Grawl here have them, but you'll have to earn their respect or they'll never give you one.
What's the strategy? How should I go about it?
They love their goddess. If you construct a shrine to honor her, I am confident they would reward you. And please be as respectful as possible with them. We need this alliance to last.
Oot! Chokokuka happy. Shrine good.
I'm glad Chokokuka likes it.
Ook is good. Ha! Stone for you!
Just what I needed. I don't suppose you know where I could find fresh, hot, very hot water, do you?
Yes, indeed. There are springs not far from here. You will find very hot water there.
Thank you. And good luck. Long live Chokokuka.
Oot oot!
The hot springs were a welcome respite from the cold, but even they're overrun with Svanir and ice brood. I met a Quaggan farmer named Simuba, who showed me the hottest spring of all. Its waters flow up from near the heart of Tyria, and they were just what I needed to cook my thaw elixir. I have it now, so I'm ready to breach Jormag's bitter cold.
Are you friend or foe?
Friend, I mean you no harm.
Quaggan is very glad. Quaggan doubts Quaggan could outrun you. Though Quaggan would try.
You don't have to. I'm here for the hot springs. I heard they were the hottest in Tyria.
One of them is hottest. Not for bathing or swimming like the others. Only for cooking. Why do you need water so hot?
I have to make an elixir that'll get me into the bitter cold. Once there, I plan to kill one of Jormag's minions.
Oh, boo! Quaggan fears for you. You must not do something so foolish.
I'm resourceful. Now, where's that hot spring?
What you seek is not far, but Quaggan will not show you where. You run toward your death.
I'm not going to die.
That would be well advised. Goodbye. Probably forever. So sad.
This stuff makes my nose twitch.
Commander, you busy?
Only if you count fighting Svanir and Ice Brood.
Oh, just another day on the job, huh? Well, I wanted to know whether you'd had any luck finding an altered minion.
All the ones I'm seeing are normal. But I have a lead on something. I'm working on getting to where it is.
If I were a supposing kind of genius, which I am, I'd suppose that Primordus must have soaked up more Mordremoth energy. Maybe proximity matters, and since Jormag's so far away, it didn't receive as much Morty juice.
Makes sense. That would explain why I'm not seeing any altered ones yet. I'll keep looking, though.
Try not to get killed in the process, okay? I'd miss our little talks. Bye-bye. Over and awesome.
All reports proved true. The creature I was hunting showed characteristics of Jormag, Mordremoth, and Zaitan. Unlike the poor Quaggins and Coden I found there, I survived my encounter with it, and got out without being corrupted or frozen to death. I have Timy's sample, and now I'm headed back. I'll stop in Sorrow's Eclipse on the way to let them know I found their herd mates. What a tragedy.
That is definitely not a regular iceberg. Can't keep a good charge down. Timmy will be pleased.
Cool. Quaggin likes you.
Dragon Slayer, I am delighted to see that you have survived your foray into our beautiful countryside. I took down some ice brood. I'm afraid I come bearing bad news, though.
Oh, fool. Quaggin knew it. You found the missing herd mates, didn't you? Oh, boo!
Unfortunately, yes. There were no survivors. That is quite distressing. Thank you for returning to let us know. We have news on your lost friend as well.
It's bad news, too.
The Svanir are looking for him. They tortured this farmer to find out where he went. The Svanir who hurt you, what did they say?
Oh, the sorcerer was mean. He wanted to know if Quaggin had seen a tall Norn, bald like Quaggin. He made Quaggin tell him where the Norn went. Quaggin didn't want to, but even more, Quaggin didn't want to die.
It's okay. Did he say why he was looking for Bram?
Yes, many times. He was angry because he thinks the Norn wore a disguise and tricked the Svanir out of an elixir recipe.
A disguise? And trick them? Oh no. I'll have to send Timy's sample by courier. I need to find Bram.
He was headed to a cave in the southwest. You might be able to follow the Svanir tracks.
I trekked after Rox and Brom once Deepwater and Verona's Flubbert told me where to start. I found them deep in an ice cavern, looking for a magical scroll for Rom to use on his mother's bow. When I caught up, they were in trouble, but with my added brains and brawn, we made it to the scroll and slayed the ice-brewed Goliath. I learned that Brom is having more trouble with Air's death than I'd realized. He's bent on independence and on going after Jormag himself, convinced that it's his duty. I was unable to convince him to join Dragon's Watch so we could pursue a plan together. We parted on less than good terms, and Rock stayed to watch over him.
Footprints. The Sons of Svanir must not be interested in covering their tracks. Get off of me!
Guard, the one on the right!
That's them!
Commander! Take your pick, there's plenty to go around!
You can't stop me! Are you two okay?
Fine. Wonder what that was all about.
Did you steal something from them? They kept calling you a thief.
I'm afraid this is my fault. I had to pose as a Svanir to get their thaw elixir recipe. They must have thought it was you for some reason.
You had to what? Well, it's over now. Rox and I need to keep moving.
Okay, let's go.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
It's good to see you. How's the hunt for the scroll going?
Almost at its end. Or maybe a frustrating beginning. If it's not in this cave system, all my info was wrong, and I'm back at square one. Did Taimi get my letter? I assume that's why you're here.
She did. It was quite a surprise after she learned that... How much do you know about what's happening?
With Jormag? Plenty.
No, that's not the... Primordus is active too.
I heard. These dragons won't rest until we're dust.
Well, Taimi has a plan.
I do too. I find a way to kill all the dragons, or die trying.
That's a little extreme.
Talk to me after they've taken your mother.
Something up ahead, boy?
Sounds like other... wolves!
That was a pretty unfriendly welcome for a fellow wolf, huh, Garm?
So, the dragons aren't the only threats. A Mersat, Lazarus, is back, and seems to have changed, but... And the human minister, Cauticus, escaped custody, and came out as the leader of the White Mantle. He's currently MIA.
Canuck says it looks like he's making his way up to the Isles of Janthier.
Sounds like a bunch of trivial human matters I don't care
It's
about.
getting pretty dark. Time for some torches, and a way out of this cavern. Why is the ground sticky?
The air is so still here. We must be the first people to pass through in a generation.
You'll have to forgive him, Commander. We've had a pretty tough... Hold up. These eggs. Everywhere. Nobody touch... Never mind. Frostbite is already covered in spider webs. We tripped their alarm. That's the last of them. Looks like we might be able to get through there if we can clear that web.
That did it. Let's pick up the pace before more spiders show up.
Bram, the reason I found you... I don't know if you heard, but we started a new guild. It'd be great to have you.
Didn't feel like joining Destiny's Edge and continuing their legacy, huh?
Ritlock said... I felt like that might come across as disrespectful.
Disrespectful? To keep the memory of my mother and Snaff going? You and I must have different notions of respect.
Bram, I'm sorry. This isn't the reaction I expected.
It's okay, Commander. Maybe it's for me to keep alive. Another thing thrown on my pile of obligations now that I'm back home.
Bram?
This scroll isn't going to find itself. Let's go. Watch it! Ambush! This is the first line of defense. I'd heard these things were guarding the scroll. I knew this was right.
Might be in the next chamber then. If we could get through the ice wall. Maybe Frostbite can fit through the crevice. Or there's the Bram way.
Let's go. It's here!
Bram, you can't... Let's hold up a second here.
I'll take that, thanks!
Bram, move!
Rocks! Bram, she's frozen solid. Stay out of that thing's way!
The scroll. It was true. Thank Wolf, it was true. For the might of the fire lives in my heart, and in this bow, no chill will extinguish its light.
Was that it? Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Adrenaline rising! Gaining adrenaline!
What happened?
You were frozen.
I was frozen? So weird. It was like a dream and I was on a beach. You'd think it'd be the opposite.
Well, we're glad you're back.
Did we get the scroll?
Sure did, Rox. Thanks.
And now?
This is similar to the scroll Aesgir used in his great victory. So now I test the bow on the tooth in the Great Hall. If I damage it, it's time to rally the Norn and lay Jormag to rest.
Bram, you can't... Let's hold up a second here. A direct assault on Jormag puts a lot of lives on the line. I think the Pact can tell you that may not be the best idea.
The Pact you commanded. Look, Jormag is my problem, and I'll deal with it my way, with or without you.
Jormag isn't just yours. Look what happened to Rox when you rushed in and bashed something.
Oh, I forgot your calculated plans always work out perfectly. Like when you posed as a Svanir to get some potion.
Okay, can we back up? Timmy thinks there may be a way to pit Primordus and Jormag against each other without raising a single sword.
Timmy thinks, huh? If the tooth chips, we have hard proof.
Hard proof of what? That you can battle a tooth?
So only you get to decide when we take down a dragon? Only you are allowed to kill them?
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, figure out what you're saying, because that's what it sounds like.
I'm only asking you to wait. Maybe just a few days. See if Timmy can do this. There could be no need to put lives at risk.
With every moment we wait, someone else's mother dies. I won't give Jormag a few days. I won't give Jormag a few minutes.
The Norn elders told me the legend of the tooth, but I've also been out in the world and faced two of these things. One with you. They're not to be taken lightly.
You think I take it? You know what, Commander? I'm glad you didn't join Destiny's Edge. My mother wouldn't want you in there. I'm headed back to Holbreck. Garm, to me.
So...
Go ahead. He certainly doesn't want to be around me right now.
Do you think he'll do it?
I hope cooler heads prevail. He has to see this isn't the way to go.